This is Walton Williford with eXp Realty and founder and creator of MyGoldsboroAgent.com, where you can list your house for only 1.6%. And typically with the average buyer agency commission, you can get out for a total of generally a max of 4% with listing and buyer agency commission combined. Today I'm out here, my new listing is 692 Sandhill Drive here in Dudley. 692 Sandhill Drive. We're right here at Highway 13 near the Drake Estate, the new Drake Estates subdivision. It's a very popular growing area of Goldsboro, the Grantham area. Like I said, we're on the outskirts of Dudley, right here at Grantham. But this is a bank REO foreclosure, one of the few that I have listed. And it's really, I think it's going to be a great opportunity for somebody. This is a true modular home. It's 3 bedrooms, 2 baths. It has the finished upstairs. It looks basically almost brand new upstairs. It's a 2022 model, true modular. Again, it finances just like a stick-built home. The bank looks at this home as a stick-built home, but again, it is what you would call, what they call a true modular. It is on approximately about a half-acre lot. It's wooded. Again, if you're looking for something, you want trees, you don't like the neighborhoods where there's no trees, no landscaping, this will be a good property for you. It is fenced, and I'm going to show you that when we go around the back. We'll walk around the back. Like I said, it is fenced in. It's got vinyl siding. You've got a nice porch on the front. Again, also with this being a bank foreclosure, it is being sold as is. It is currently being sold as is. And as of right now, they're looking to do the initial listing on this property at $257,000. That's the current list price. But bring offers. Typically with these banks, like I said, they're going to look, we'll get a bunch of offers in, they're going to look at these offers and probably determine which ones they're going to take. So like I said, I always encourage people on bank foreclosures, just get your offers in, no matter what it is. You're not going to insult a bank manager sitting in a bank in another state. So take a look, come out, take a look at this house. See what you think. Again, it is an as-is property, and I'm gonna go inside, show you. There's very little wrong with the property, honestly. I kind of did, kind of a once over on it myself. Again, I am not a licensed home inspector, but I've been doing this business a long time, so I kind of know what things to look for, and I'll kind of point out a few things, but really most of it is just cosmetic. But let's go ahead and show you more around the outside of this property. Could use a pressure wash. However, the yard, as you can see, the yard has been taken care of. They also did a pretty good cleaning on the inside as well. Again, it is electric heat pump. Does have a mini split system for upstairs. Got 2 separate controls on each end. Again, the huge bonus room, and I'm going to show you upstairs, really nice. Does have your water hookup there as well. Like I said, you have a gate entrance. And a lot of this lot is still naturalized. They fenced off enough. I think the original owners probably had a pet, so they fenced off kind of enough area to make sure they had somewhere to keep their pet in. Like I said, you have a lot of extra space out here. Lots of pine trees. Walk around the other side. It's a good little neighborhood. Mixture kind of older homes and newer homes on this street here on this end of Sandhill. Again, we're at Sandhill Drive right here at Highway 13. I said home put up in 2022. And you got some trees here in the front yard. You got the nice vinyl railing. And there is, again, this being a bank foreclosure, there is no power and water, so you will hear the smoke alarms. As you come in the front door, you got a nice sized living room, family room. Actually, all the blinds are in great shape, so you don't have to purchase any blinds. Might could use a little cleaning, but they're in good shape. The walls overall are in good shape. Probably if I were to purchase this home, probably would do a quick paint job on it. Probably would only take one coat if you use the same color. There's a little bit of, a little bit just normal wear and tear. It's kind of hard to show without the extra light. I'll show you probably the worst section was right here behind the front door. And it's just a little bit of just, like I said, minor. There's nothing major. It's a nice open floor plan. Like I said, right here to your kitchen, bar area. Does have stainless appliances, stainless microwave, smooth top range, stainless dishwasher. Place for, standard size, modern style fridge. I did see some minor water damage around the baseboards, but I stepped on it myself on the floor. The floor felt solid. Again, I'm not a home inspector. I'm just kind of giving you my opinion. Like I said, it looks like at some point there might have been a minor water leak or something, or somebody spilled something and it got, and that's, and it's that new cardboard style moldings. They're not solid wood, so any kind of moisture that gets in them, they pretty much, just soak it right up, and that's pretty standard for most modern homes that they use that style molding. It does have its own laundry room. Also kind of has it looks like appears to be the whole house water shut-off valve as well. Again, you see that on a lot of newer properties. Part of your heating system. I'll go ahead and show you the back. They have a little deck here off the back, a little stoop. Again, you got a nice little area for pets, kind of private. And again, it's something you could always add on to if you wanted to. But it's, like I said, it's kind of good enough for what you need it for. And then you see your septic lid's very easily accessible there. It does have a pet door if you do already have a pet. You get some nice storage. Again, this house is like is 1,937 heated square feet. And that's basically split. With the downstairs, it's around, I think, 1,350, 1,360 down. So that's kind of your living area. And then, like I said, the upstairs, you get this huge, like 600 square feet of bonus area, bonus room. And I'll show you that here in just a minute. This is like one of your bedrooms. This would be like bedroom number 2. Good sized closets. Pretty standard. Your hall bathroom. You get your single vanity. And the cabinets overall were in pretty good shape. There's a little bit of scarring in the kitchen on a few places, but it will be real easy to touch up. I don't think you'd have to repaint the whole cabinets or anything. Like I said, this house is in pretty good shape. I mean, it's almost very similar to almost a normal move out, really. This will be bedroom number 3. Again, your blinds are in good shape. And a standard closet. Access, you do have access to your tub for repairs. Again, like I said, just some kind of minor scuffs on the walls. Like I said, pretty typical on a lot of move outs. Now here's your owner suite. Pretty good sized room here. Double windows, lots of light in here. In your owner's bath, you do get the dual vanity, chrome fixtures, and it's a walk-in, step-in shower. I don't think I call it a walk-in since you do have a little bit of a lip, but you do have a shower here. Try to show you the closet. It's gonna be tough without light, but you might be able to make out that there is a walk-in closet really deep. And again, you got, like I said, some minor scuffs here on the walls in the bedroom. And we'll go upstairs. The only place, there is some minor pet damage. The downstairs cleaned up pretty well. The flooring did down here on the first floor. When I first came in, it looked like there was a lot of scuffs. You can kind of see it in the light. When the light hits it just right, like, you know, stuff was drug across, but it's not super terrible. Like I said, I think, you know, if you didn't want to change the flooring in here right away, it's not something you'd really have to do. You know, could put down some rugs and you wouldn't necessarily even notice it. But there is some pet damage here on the steps, on this carpeting. Let's see if I show you that here, if it'll show up. Yeah, right here. So it does look like a pet or something got hold of that right there. So you probably want to replace the carpet here on the steps. But the upstairs here, it looks practically unused. It almost looks like whoever lived here finished the upstairs off after they moved in, and, you know, basically wasn't long thereafter had to move out. So, and like I said, it appears that the owner did it because the lights are different up here, and the paint colors are different as well as the carpet. So I feel like this was done after the fact. Matter of fact, the carpet still kind of has a new smell to it. So it's just huge bonus room up here. Lots of, you know, anything you want to use it for. Pool tables, ping pong tables. And then you have another room on the other end here. Again, it's technically a 3-bedroom septic. So, you know, technically these can't really be sold as bedrooms. However, you know, this might be a good area to put an extra bed if you needed to. And as you can see, it's got the dual split system. So you actually have a control here, and you have a control here on the other end. You do have the attic storage. You do have some attic storage here, and I think you could add some plywood down there and make some extra places to put some stuff if you needed to. Like I said, it's a great house, honestly. Like I said, it's only 3 years old. And like I said, it's a rare opportunity. You know, these bank foreclosures have kind of been slim on the market. Haven't really seen a lot of them. And the banks have really been trying to work with the homeowners to try to keep them off the foreclosure market. But I think, you know, this will be a good opportunity for somebody. Like I said, the initial listing price, as of right now, it appears it's going to be $257. That's what the bank is telling me. And getting ready to put this, like I said, I haven't got the sign out yet. I'm getting ready to put the sign out. By the time this video is posted on YouTube, it will be. You know, so check for updates. And again, like I said, I encourage people with these foreclosures, because I've worked with buyers in the past, you know, get your offers in, no matter, you know, there's no offer that's a bad offer. You know, so give me a call. If you are interested in taking a look at this home, I'd be glad to show it to you. You know, whatever you want to put down, we'll draw it up. And again, so this is 692 Sandhill Drive. Like I said, we're right here at Highway 13 You know, 1,937 heated square feet, built 2022. Like I said, overall the home is in really good shape. I've kind of pretty much pointed out most of the issues that I've seen, you know, here on this video. Obviously, I would encourage having a home inspection done, you know, before you closed on the home, you know, just to, you know, to point out a few things, you know, just to make sure that there's nothing unexpected. But, you know, like I said, with this house being only a few years old, there should not be a whole lot wrong with it. So, but if you are interested in taking a look at it, give me a call. My number is 919-921-2085. That's 919-921-2085. That's Weldon Williford, eXp Realty. Have a great day.